Hello, everybody. God bless you. Welcome back to my channel, Abigail Price TV. I hope that you are having an amazing day on today. I wanted to come on here to share another video of confirmation. God gave me a prophetic word. I gave it to those of you that are members of the channel, and only those that are members of the channel can see that prophetic word about Donald Trump 3 days prior to him being shot. And so everything that I have been sharing with you have been a confirmation. I have put a few videos up here that you might have missed on yesterday or all this week. Please check out those videos. And I did a video on yesterday, and this video is 100% confirmation. I did a live video on yesterday, so please check it out and go ahead and take a look at this video. This is 100% confirmation.
And I'm having a really hard time this morning organizing my thoughts. It's really hard. But there's things I have to say, and I'm thinking the whole morning, how am I going to present this to this audience? But I'll tell you one thing. The Spirit of God is what led me to say the things I'm about to say. He put them on my heart, and as much as I wanted to run away, I can't. Do I want to address this? Heck, no. No, I don't. I have always tried to keep politics off of these videos. I've told you many, many times, I think both sides of the aisle are completely corrupt. I think both sides of the aisle have sold our country down the river over the past decades. And I believe it. I believe they're both corrupt. Now I'm going to tell you something I would have never wanted to tell you. I don't want to tell you this so much, but in being forthright and in saying the things I'm going to say, you have to know this, okay? You know how I've told you many times that the Lord pulled me out of politics? I was a Trump guy like you wouldn't believe. You know, those really, like, I was like, if the Trump train was Clown World, I was the ringleader of Clown World. I was 2016, I was Trump. 2020, Trump. And the moment that 2020 election ended, the Lord pulled me away hard, because I had also been getting close to the Lord, and he opened my eyes and he pulled me out of politics. All glory to him. He pulled me out fast. And all of a sudden, once I was pulled away, I could see it all for what it was. Both sides. Now, I never wanted to tell you that, because this channel is about Jesus. It's about living in the last days. I think we're very close to the rapture. I know you know I think that, because I say it every day. And that's what makes this issue so important. That's why I'll probably call this video, "It's a Trap. Don't fall into it." All right, so you guys know that I believe we're living in the last days. I'm waiting for the rapture. I'm looking up every day because I think it's about to happen. I'm not giving days or hours, but I'm looking up every day because all the signs have converged. We're on the verge of what looks like World War III. I believe the Psalm 83 war has started, and I'm looking up every day. Many of you know that late last year, I said that if there is an election, a normal election in 2024, I will eat my hat. You remember that. I've said it many times. I still believe that. I still believe that to this day. I think that the election, if there is an election, it's going to be not what we think of as a normal election at all. So I will, if we are here, which, my goodness, I don't know. I don't see it. But if we are here, I will eat my hat somehow. Some of you guys have offered to help me. We'll put it in gravy or something. People right now seem to be elevating Donald Trump to almost Messiah status. And I'm broad brushing, not everyone. There are people that belong to the Lord that really love him, and they love what he's talking about, and that's fine. But I'm saying right now there seems to be people elevating him to Messiah level, or they say he's the Antichrist. One side or the other. He's not either. I don't think he's either. He's definitely not Jesus. And I definitely don't think he's the Antichrist. They're thinking right now that the GOP and Donald Trump are going to make everything better. I see it in my comments. You don't realize, like, the hand of God is on him. He's about to make everything better. The GOP is going to come in with Trump, and they're just going to make everything better. I'm sitting there going, dudes, we're in the last days. Don't fall into that trap. I want to read to you a story that I saw this live, and I thought, Oh my goodness, I'm going to see this all over the comments tomorrow by all the people that really love Trump. I didn't see it once in the comments. It shocked me. It completely shocked me. We're going to talk about the first night of the GOP, the Republican National Convention. We're going to talk about the first night. Do you guys know about did you watch it? Did you see the benediction? You know, everyone paints the GOP, the right side, they're the Christian party. Did you see the benediction they allowed? GOP closed out day one of its national convention with a prayer to a pagan god, Wahagru. I saw it and I thought people are going to be so shocked that people are going to be like saying in tomorrow's comments, meaning yesterday's comments, like, did you guys see what happened? The GOP allowed them to pray to a pagan demonic god. Not a word, nobody. Monday night's opening session of the GOP National Convention, which earlier in the day had officially nominated Donald J. Trump as the party's 2024 presidential candidate, closed out with a prayer to a god other than Jesus Christ, the genderless god of the Sikh religion that believes in rebirth and karma. High-profile Republican attorney Harmeet Dillon took to the podium, covered her head, and chanted the Ardas prayer to Wahagru, and she said this, our one true God, seeking blessing upon and protection for the candidacy of former President Trump. And I watched all these people bow their heads as she sang a prayer to this pagan god. There's a trap here. We're in the very last days, and all this excitement about a political candidate is getting way out of hand. It's taking people's eyes off the days we're living in, and they're putting hope in the last stand, our last chance. The GOP and Donald Trump, they're our last chance to turn this country around. It's done. Stick a fork in it. Save this video. And if we're here in late November, watch it. And if I'm wrong, laugh at me. Because people have said to me, what do you think the chances are Donald Trump will be president? And I still say it to this day. I know this sounds crazy. He's up in all the polls. 0. I think there's a 0% chance he'll be president. Why do you think that? They're not going to let him. I tend to think he may not survive the next couple months. Maybe I'm wrong. I know one thing. I saw a news article today saying, oh, they're predicting there will be more assassination attempts in the coming weeks. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. When I saw Harmeet Dillon saying a prayer to a pagan god, and I saw all the heads bowed in this GOP convention, I literally thought, like, they're looking at it like this. Well, if 80% of it's good, then we'll just deal with the little percent of bad. Like, that's not the way we live as Christians. That's not the way we do it. That would be like me handing you a lemonade and saying, you know what? 80% of this lemonade is the greatest lemonade you're ever going to taste. But I have to tell you, 20% of it is arsenic. You wouldn't let that thing get 20 feet within your lips. I wouldn't even think about addressing this whole topic I've just talked about if we weren't in the last days. If I really didn't believe we were in the last days, I would have never brought this up. But I think this is a major distraction to keeping our eyes on Jesus. And you know what? This channel is about Jesus. This channel has always been about Jesus. This channel will always be about Jesus. Number one, first and foremost, my King, my God, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the Lamb of God, Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach. This channel is about Jesus. But I'm watching in these very last days, people just being drawn into this trap. And I know many of you are like me because I've read the comments over and over and over. Many people have said, I was so into politics. And around 2020, the Lord opened my eyes, said, eyes on me. Nobody's going to save the world. Jesus saved the world through his blood on the cross. Now, am I telling you not to vote? No. If we're here in November and there is a normal election, while I'm chewing on my hat, you guys can pull the lever and vote. You know, I've always voted. I've never missed a presidential election. I vote in most of the local ones. I've always voted. But I'll tell you, since 2020, it's getting harder for me to vote. It is. I'm still doing it, but it's getting harder to vote. Because I truly believe, as we're sitting here waiting for the rapture of the church, these politics are a major distraction. Major distraction. All right. I think I said what I basically wanted to say. I hate talking about politics, man. I hate it. But when I see this many people heading down this rabbit trail, when I just, our future is harpazo. Our future is the rapture. Save this video.
So, guys, this is all I have. I hope that this gave you the confirmation that you need. It's time for us to stay vigilant and stay rapture ready. I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and I am definitely continuing to keep the fueling station in my prayers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.